practice. Good starting the third week of really in preparation for this game. Love how the energy of the kids and what they've put together. Getting ready to load up, pack up, and head down to San Diego, and look forward to some great hospitality from all the Red Coats in the Holiday Bowl down there. Our kids are really excited to go down there, have the opportunity to enjoy San Diego, as well as compete against a great team like Iowa. As far as just a couple injury reports, Drew Richmond right now has a foot sprain. He was held from practice today. Chase Williams was held from practice just from got a little bit of the flu going around, and then lastly, Marquise Stepp is getting better. He's still day to day. We'll see how it goes this week. If there's any others you want to ask about, feel free. But everybody else is practicing pretty well. So we look forward to getting down to San Diego and seeing y'all out practice tomorrow. Sounds like we'll have a little bit better weather. So with that, I'll take any questions.
How has Marquise looked in practice?
He's running better. At that position, it's a confidence thing, and he's building confidence every day. Will it be right by Saturday? I don't know. It's not right today, and so we'll go through the week and see where it's at. But it's day to day right now.
What's the balance there of the upside of getting him in that game versus not pushing him?
If he's not confident in it, remember, I do three things. One, is he medically cleared? He's medically cleared to practice right now, which he's getting some practice. Is he confident? And then what's my gut say? Right now, his confidence level's not high, and my gut doesn't feel very good. So that's where we are right now.
And EA?
EA's fully back. He had a great week of practice last week. Looked really good. It was a full pad physical practice today. Looked really good. So I'm anticipating him being ready for this game.
What happened with Drew Richmond, and what is his outlook for Friday?
Yeah, our last full pad practice just got caught in the turf a little bit. Suffered a foot sprain. We held him. He's had 3 days of rest on it. He's out of the boot today, which is good, and moved around a little bit, but still tender. We'll just take it day to day and see how that goes.
Keaton has talked over the course of the season how his confidence has grown from when he first got here. Just looking at where he's at now compared to when he first arrived in the spring, where have you seen that confidence?
Yeah, I really feel, as I said earlier, as our quarterback position grows, so was our team. And you look at, 1-5 out of the last 6 games, it's a lot to do with Keaton and his play. I think primarily the biggest thing that's happened is probably his decision making and protecting the football over that span. I thought he had 5 of those 6 games really did a really nice job of. You look at his touchdown to interception ratio over that span. He's protecting the ball a lot better and making great decisions. He's also getting the ball out. That's one of the things that just talking with Coach Ferentz down the little time that we had down in the Holiday Bowl the other night at the director's dinner. He made the comment of, man, he gets the ball out extremely quickly for a young person, and that's what you want for a quarterback. Great decision making and great timing to be able to get in the playmaker's hands. So that's where he's growing the most.
If Drew can't go, what's the plan for the right side of the line?
Probably move Jalen out. We moved Jalen out to right tackle, and Liam Jimmins is now healthy.
He is, okay.
Again, so he's practicing at the right guard position right now. So and he's been really effective for us over the year, and Jalen's played that right tackle position. So we'll see how it goes through the week, but that's how we practice today.
Looking at Iowa, where does this defense rank in terms of the ones you've faced this season?
No, they're only giving up 13.2 points a game. That jumps off the paper at you. You look at what they do. The offense is set up for their defense. Defensively, they're only giving up 64 plays a game. So you have to make the most of each opportunity, and points are critical. The highest point total against them is 24 points. So they're limiting possessions by getting off the field on third down. They're limiting opportunities because of the way they play offense as a huddle team, and really a pro style, take every second off the play clock, slow the game down. It's one of those games that you look up and it's a 10-3 game versus Michigan. It's 19-17. It's 24-22. It's one of those games that every play and every possession matter, and every point matters. And you look at it. I was even talking to Chase McGrath about how important our score team, our field goal team, is going to be in this game. That we've got to be perfect on each and every play, and that's special teams too.
How important is it to get off to a lead against
Huge.
a team
Yeah.
like this?
Yeah, I mean, you've seen the stats. I think it's 84 points to 27 for their opponents. They're a start fast, finish strong team, and so I think they've got 84 points to 27 points opponent wise. And then you look, it's very similar in the fourth quarter. They wear people down. It reminds me of the old Stanford teams. To be honest with you, you try to hopefully get up a couple scores and put a team in an uncomfortable position, because when they have the lead and they have that tempo that they like, it's a little bit it's right in their wheelhouse.
Are you guys enough different from anybody they've played to maybe be a matchup issue for them in their defense?
You know, I think probably the closest team that they've played, I think we're different than every team they've played against, but maybe the closest teams they've played against has been Minnesota with their receiving core. I think they have a talented receiving core there and can pitch and catch. As well as Nebraska spreads out a little bit and uses tempo, a little bit different style, but you can see some formations that you can at least game plan against. But you know, this is a different style of ball than Iowa has faced. You know, so we'll have to adapt too. I mean, they may have a little bit of a change of a game plan, just like everybody else does against us.
How much time did you and Kirk spend together, and what was your conversations like?
It was good. We were down at the director's dinner and got to spend 10, 15 minutes together, before the dinner. And you talk about one of the legends, one of the legends of the game, and between him and Coach Fry, Hayden Fry, God rest his soul. I mean, you're talking about the last, I think it's since 1982. That has been going on. But it's just. It's two special coaches, and growing up, that's who you modeled yourself after. You wanted to be Coach Fry. You wanted to be Kirk. That's just first class. His teams have always been well coached, physical, and disciplined, and he's one of the models that all coaches aspire to be.
Did you try to pick his brain at all while you're down there, just in terms of
No,
philosophy?
it's very cordial, but
Sure.
anytime you've got a man that's been at a place 21 years as the head coach, you're doing something right. So you listen and take every little thing in you can.
What to you is the importance of this game? What would a win mean for your program?
Yeah, I talked about that yesterday with our team. We came back in yesterday and got a really good lift and kind of set the tempo of this game. I think is important, because when you look at our schedule, even for next year, we're going to play teams like this. I mean, this is a top 25 team, ranked 16th in the country. And you look at our schedule next year, we could play 6 of these games next year. We could play 6 top 25 opponents. So the mindset that we take into this game, I think, is imperative. And our kids are hungry. These are two teams that are really finishing strong. You look at Iowa in the second half of the season. You look at us in the second half of the season. This puts an exclamation point on a season, and it really jumpstarts the next year going into spring. So, I love the seriousness our kids have taken over this being our third week. They really seem to be on a mission. They're bringing great focus and great energy, and what a cool game to be in. This is one of those top 25 matchups that's few and far between in this bowl season. So it's what you want: a big Pac-12 and a Big Ten opponent, 2 top 25 teams. That's special.
How'd you balance practices between game prep and getting young guys work, and what was your approach to the whole thing?
Yeah, we did a lot of competitive drills against each other, just good on good, ones versus ones, twos versus twos, rather than service teams in these weeks, and the kids liked it. They really enjoyed those opportunities, and so it gave some of our younger players. I watched Brew McCoy have the chance to get out there and get some great work. Some young guys like Kyle Ford get involved. Gino Quinones, I thought, really took a jump start. Liam Jimmins coming back and getting quality work. It's really important for our guys to be able to have those extra 3 weeks. It's like having another spring ball. So it was really important. Dan, I'll let you finish up.
I was just, how do you, you talked about it a little bit just then,
Yeah.
match their physicality? I mean, that's the thing
Yeah.
they're noted for.
Yeah.
How do you guys handle that?
Yeah, I think the most important thing, Dan, is one, you have to recognize what personnel groupings in there. And they're going to use 4 different ones. You're going to see 11, 12, 21, and 22. And the substitution of matching their personnel, I think, is going to be critical in this game. And then the communication. You're going to see a lot of shifts and motions in this game, and guys controlling their gaps and winning their one-on-one matchups in those gaps are going to be imperative. And then I think this is a physical running football team. Both as a running back, and then you look at the quarterback. I mean, he's a big, strong kid that's hard to get down, and it's going to be imperative that one, we gang tackle the back, but also when we get to third downs, hopefully our first down efficiency is important. We've talked about how good we have to be on first down, hopefully to create some third and long situations. They remind me so much of the old Stanford. I mean, 3rd and 1 to 3, you're in trouble. You've got to try to get them in 3rd and 7+. And in that situation, having the ability to get pressure on the quarterback, whether it's 4, 5, 6 man rush, and get him down is going to be key. Thank you, guys.